Driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They go play action. Bridgewater. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air again with Bridgewater. Well, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. For Mecole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That's complete, Okuebunam. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
First throw now for the backup Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Steps away. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Bridgewater now. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. How about that? Their quarterback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he checks this one down to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Williams. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second and 3. Buying time to his left. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. The Broncos going down. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people make.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Broncos defense has a touchdown.
goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good, and this is now a one-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, you got three down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now a handoff here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mahomes firing complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 5. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense are not set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are in a 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Rolling to his right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
87 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. To throw is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Second and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5.